I can't get my pad to work. My tablet, I haven't used it so long. The password's changed. I can't remember that. I have to reset it. It's always something. So anyway, we'll just go ahead and I'll record this. I'll talk to you guys. I'll talk about the noodles. And if we don't get a bunch of people in here, then I will just post the video that I record to the page. So that's very annoying. I'm sorry about that. This is the first time I've done Noodle Chat in quite a while. And I'm using a new, well, I've used it before, but it seemed to work better and easier. It's called a Restream, and it goes from this app to YouTube, Facebook, and uh, Twitter. So I see that Casey Shaw sees that it's live. I don't know if everybody, if you're watching this wherever you are, go to the Restream so I can get your comments in there. And normally I just do this straight through Facebook, and maybe that's what I should do, just so I can watch the comments. That makes it a lot easier. But I know there's a lot of people that watch on YouTube and Twitter. So this makes me crazy. That's what this does. This makes me absolutely crazy. Technology, you think, oh, it's my friend. It's ready to go. Oh, let's hit the. So yeah. Like I said, I got the pumpkin noodles tonight, and I have got the hot and spicy noodles in case you didn't miss. I'm going live. It's live right now. I started earlier and it didn't work properly, so I stopped and came back. But I'm just hoping it's getting on all of the, because I can't tell if it's getting on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. So I'm going to ask right now, then I'll see what happens. Where are you watching? Right now, on what are you watching? Is it Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube? Well, there's 3 people in here now. Okay, there's 3 people on the live stream of Restream. That's pretty cool. All right, okay, there we go. It's starting to pop up now. There we go. YouTube. Good thing I watched the end of the last live stream there. Otherwise, I would not have found this one. I'm so glad. Yeah, well, good. All right, I'm on YouTube. YouTube. All right, there we go. All right, people are coming. YouTube. Let me fix this so I can still read you guys. Because I thought they would pop up from the bottom, but the comments are coming from the top. What in the hot frosted fornication is going on in here? Hey, what's going on? Great to have you in here. Got the dog barking in the background. I'm going to pull this down because they seem to be coming from the top. That's all right. All right, there we go. All right. Yes, we got people. We're coming in. Well, there's one watching on here. Are you live now? Yes, JB, I'm live. This is live now. I can't type to you because it's using the phone, but it is live. So here we go, guys. This is what we're doing right now. Pumpkin spice ramen. Cup of noodles. Who would have thought the pumpkin spice ramen would ever be decent? But let's see what we've got here. Well, this is not keto. I'm telling you right now, this is not keto. I've been trying to do keto, but this 51 grams of carbs, total sugars, 5 grams of carbs. There's 3 more grams added sugars, it says. So here we go. This is we're gonna do the taste test. JB, I hope you're watching on one of the apps, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. Pumpkin, really? Yes, it's pumpkin. My friend JB bought these for me because he knows I do Noodle Chat on here, and he sent me these. And I just don't know. I was afraid they're gonna. I'll give you guys. I started this earlier, but I was afraid they might be weird, nasty, might not taste good, or might just be desserty because pumpkin has a deserted taste to it. So I made some hot, spicy noodles too. So we're gonna be trying these, chatting, and just seeing what's going on. So here we go. We stir them up a little bit. I made them 30 minutes ago when I thought we were going live then. Yo, what's up? So here we go. The first bite of pumpkin spice noodles. You ready? You ready? You guys know how this works. Screenshot. Screenshot. Okay, here we go. Actually, that's pretty darn good. 960 milligrams of sodium in this thing. If I eat both of these things of ramen, my ears will be ringing all night long, like a damn good concert. Slurp those noodles. Slurp those noodles. All right. Is it pumpkin pie? It tastes exactly like pumpkin pie. Chewy. This tastes exactly. You're right. I was thinking pumpkin spice latte, but much more pie. It tastes like a dessert. Pretty good. For the sauciest pumpkin spice, follow the directions below, which I did. And it says, and I'm not going to do this, for an even more satisfying pumpkin spice experience, try topping the noodles with whipped cream after microwaving. So basically, this is a dessert. This is delicious, but I'm so used to noodles being hot and spicy. Let's see, somebody says MSG. Let me see. I'm not seeing it yet. No, I don't see MSG listed in unless I'm missing it, because that's that monosodium glutamate or whatever, and I'm scanning. No, I don't see MSG in this one. Lots of powdered onion, paprika, pumpkin. Ooh, it actually says pumpkin, soy, spice, and TBOH preservative. That's what it says, I guess, as the preservative. So it's not MSG. Surprisingly good. Yes. Sodium City. Hell yeah. 960 milligrams. Norm said, we'll be headed in San Antonio next 2 weeks. You headed south. Nope. Next week I'm heading to get on work a cruise ship, and I'll be out for 2 weeks working a cruise ship. This is really good. I mean, honestly, this is really, really good. Not what I'm used to, not what I have predicted it to be, but it's really, really good. You know, it's what's strange. I'll talk to you guys while I'm looking at this. YouTube, I'm getting all of the comments are coming from YouTube. And I know, let me see here. I know that it's connected to the other apps. So I wonder if people are commenting there and I'm not seeing it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I talk to you guys. Here, my dog barking upstairs, crazy dog. All right, I'm going to switch over for a second to the spicy ones. I'm going to hit the spicy noodles here. This actually came with a extra spice packet, extra spicy. So I added that. And that's good. This is what you expect your ramen to taste like. Hey, you kids, knock it off. You guys had these before? This brand and this spice is really good. These guys, very good. Very, very good. Is that the new microwave? Somebody paid attention. Yes, that is the brand new microwave right there. Thanks for noticing that. I must have, did I post that somewhere? I must have. The other one quit on us, just out of nowhere. You know, you hit a button and it didn't blow up, wasn't a fork in there, wasn't anything, just quit. Never had that happen. And the surprise of buying a microwave, is that going to be a double burner? It's really hot. Yeah, this will probably be a double burner. Wonder what peppers are used in the spice in that. Let me see if I can. Shut up, dog. Shut up, dog. Oh wow, the sodium in this. I should do it. The sodium in this one is 1,300 milligrams. 1,300 milligrams. Not. It's over 2,000. I have a stroke here while I'm talking to you guys. Carbohydrates 53. Again, not keto. Part of Vlogmas. Okay, that's what it was. Because it took us that long. Rip! Stop. Yeah, it took us that long to get a replacement microwave. You know, supply chain problems. Rip said he wants some noodles. That's right, Rip. Rip is upstairs chasing Bobo. They've been running around the upstairs. I can hear them. They chase each other. It's so weird that the dog and the cat are like best friends. Seriously, best friends. If you guys have seen, I've probably seen that I've taken pictures of them sleeping together. So anyway, what's going on with you guys? Where is everybody tonight? Where are we watching from? Of course, you guys know I'm home here in Colorado. Levan, you're going to go to pee later and it's just going to be a puff of dessert. Probably. Yeah. Woo. I just got a kick of that pepper. Look at this. There's big flakes of red pepper all up in this here thing. All up in it. How's Larry the Lib doing? Larry's fine. He's doing good. He's going to be doing a video later because he's really upset about M&M. He was excited about M&M. The candy's getting woke, but then he's upset because they've been taking all the flack that they're getting about being woke. Liberal Larry, damn, you look way sexier like this. Love your content. Well, thank you. Yeah, Larry's pulled. Larry's there, but Larry's a character. Some of you guys that know and watch my stuff, you know. Let's see. Somebody asked me the other day about Liberal Larry, Tucker the Trucker, Conspiracy Theory Carl, Polly the Profanity-Laced Pigeon, Smack was one for a while. There's Sassy that I do. Sassy is the Goodwill store, thrift store hunting cousin of mine. Quarantina I was doing her for a while. She was doing quarantine household tips to live during quarantine. I have no idea. I probably have more than that when I go back and start thinking the character. I did one the other day for the first time. Mullet Morgan got a mullet wig, and he's a big Billy Ray Billy Ray Cyrus fan. But I thought that video was hysterical when I recorded it. I made myself laugh a couple times, had to reshoot it. I uploaded it to Facebook, and I just don't think Facebook is letting me get the views that I used to get. Because I could post a video and immediately get 2,000-3,000 views, and then it might get 30,000-40,000 views over a month. But now some of the videos, several hundred, and people even say, "Hey, I don't see your videos anymore." I'm like, I don't know how to make this change. Facebook just screwed everything up. Van Halen reference, very nice. Will you have to sit on the toilet and wait for the ice cream man? My dad used to tell me that all the time. He would be like, you have to go in and go, "Come on, ice cream. Come on, ice cream." I'm going to have to go back and forth here. Oh, I'm sitting on a stool that just slid out from under me. I believe this is the same salinity as the Great Salt Lake. I think you might be right. I think eating this is like taking a big gulp of the Great Salt Lake. I'm surprised the Crazy Woke Leftist did not cancel your Facebook account. Oh, well, Larry got canceled on Twitter. I'm constantly in Facebook jail, 30 days for stuff. People have started going back and reporting. I got canceled a couple times ago from something that I posted 4 years ago. 4 years. Like somebody's going back through my stuff just trying to find something to complain about. That's what we're up against now. I mean, we're up. You guys know this is really some kind of a weird war, and no one wants to really admit it, but the left is trying to cancel you. They want you to shut up. You want to be able to have free speech. You want your kid to grow up in the world that you grew up in. They do not want your kid to grow up in the world that you grew up in, your old colonial white supremacy. Everything was all white because I don't even know why. I don't. I grew up, my dad raised cattle when I was little. I grew up, I've been working since I was like 9 years old. So my privilege, I don't really know where that is, but as we all know, that was much better. Even 4 years ago was better than it was today. Like there's some kind of weird sickness in the air. Like you're supposed to just accept mental illness. I identify as a cat. All right. And we're supposed to go, "Oh yeah, all right, let me scratch you behind your ears. Now, please go answer the question on the chalkboard." No, I mean, I'm not going to play that game. You shouldn't play that game. School shouldn't play that game. Man, if I was a teacher and had somebody, "I identify as a cat," I'd be like, "All right, there's a cat box in the corner. You're not going to the bathroom like a real person. If you need to go anywhere, use that cat box. Let's see how quick they're not a cat anymore." But, that's just common sense. That's all that is. That's just, that's just clear-headed thinking. That sucker Larry got canceled on Twitter. Yes, he did. You know why Larry got canceled? I had a stalker, an evil stalker that was stalking me. And he was so mad at me for being a conservative. He was like seriously like doing background, trying to find out stuff about me, all kind of. And he put together that liberal Larry was me. I don't try to hide it that much, but I don't put it out on Twitter. But anyway, he put snap pictures. I saw the thing. He had my picture, Larry's picture, like, diagram of the face. Look at the eye in this glass. This is the same guy. So Twitter actually kicked me off for, they said, manipulation of the platform. It wasn't something that Larry said, did. It was just somebody. They're trying to get us. They're just trying to get us. That's all it comes down to. We get you, buddy. What do I go into Gab? Getter sold out. Tim Pool made the CEO of Getter. Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can find that again real quick. Tim Pool made the CEO of Getter look like a snake. The owner of Gab was on next day, made Getter look like Twitter Lite. Oh, I hadn't heard about that. I'm actually on both of those. I'm on Gab and Getter. I have an account. I don't use them as often as I should. Oh, Dragon, thank you. Seriously, you're my favorite comedian. Top notch. Liberal Larry is one of the funniest characters I've ever seen. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Who knew Larry was an evil genius? Ooh, yeah. Larry, this is really, I don't know if you guys saw, I did a rap video the other day with Larry. Low T, it's me, it's OG Low T. And several of the conservative talk radios stations around the country played Larry's video as their bumper music. They would come out, why don't you get to jab? You don't want to end up laid out on a slab. So I think that's real. Larry has been fun because Larry can make fun of the liberals so easy. It's kind of like it's kind of like the Babylon Bee. The Babylon Bee used to be able to, you just make crap up and you go, this is so far. And you're like, oh no, this is true. They got this one right. So basically the Babylon Bee and even Larry were basically only that far behind the truth. Basically, you just try to come up with something stupid and the left is going to say it in a couple days. That's really what happens. Woke do not understand satire. They have no idea what satire is. No idea, because it's mean. Well, they don't like comedy. That's one thing I found out as a comic is, and most people have to realize this, comedy is making fun of something. You have to make fun. So you have to make a joke about it. You have to. So comedy is a punchline. A punchline is the victim. So you're making fun of something. So why would you make fun of something? Well, because that's what you do. That's what comedy is. Well, why do you punch down? I punch down, up, sideways. I always considered myself, and in my promo for years, I've called myself an equal opportunity offender, because I believe if you make fun of yourself, you make fun of everybody, then nobody should feel singled out. But now you're just mean. You're just mean. Somebody told me the other day, I was talking to a comic friend of mine, and they told me that they thought I was at my funniest when I was actually mad about something. That when I get an attitude and I start ranting about something, when I'm mad, that it's kind of a funnier thing to them, because I'm not trying to be. Oh, I'm like, what the hell's going on with these people? So maybe that's it. Maybe that's one of the reasons I haven't ever gotten even bigger than I have. I've done Comedy Central, had a special, done 6 albums, but I've never broke that barrier of sitcoms, movies, and stuff like that. And I think it's because I'm a conservative and I don't kiss butt. I don't be like, oh yeah, you're right, I shouldn't make fun of that. I just, no, I'm making fun of everybody. And if you're wrong, I want to tell you. That's something I think of conservatives have done wrong for a really long time, is we've had this attitude of like, live and let live. I don't care what they do. They can do whatever they want to do as long as it doesn't affect me. Well, it's affected you all along and you just didn't know it, because you're like, I don't want to hear it. I don't watch that crap. Well, they were doing it. You weren't watching CNN. They were over there already talking about it. And I was. Back in the 90s, I was watching CNN and going, that's wrong. Bill Clinton lied. Bill Clinton should be arrested. He perjured himself in Congress. That's against the law. He ought to be in jail. And now people are like, oh, you're just one of those right wingers. So I hurt myself in my career back in the 90s. But I had to do it because I feel like you have to save America. We're supposed to be leaving this place a better place for our kids. That's what I've always. I want them to be better. I don't want it to just crumble. I don't want right is right and wrong is wrong. Do you not agree? I mean, let's see. If you ever win the lottery at some ridiculous amount, I'll sponsor a Liberal Larry movie. I would love that. I actually have written part of the script for a Liberal Larry movie. So we should talk. Somebody says, what's the coolest thing you've ever found with your metal detectors? Um, Old coins. Old coins has been it. I found an 1875 dime, which was really exciting. And this is weird because I was using my metal detector. And when you're out using your metal detector, you find old stuff and you're digging. And while you're digging, you find other stuff. So I had a sound with my metal detector, and I found an old bottle, a really, really old bottle. And some of you guys may have known this or may have seen it in other stuff, but I found a super old Texas bottle that I ended up selling to a museum for $500. And that's the best part of getting out with a metal detector. You have no idea you go out in the middle of a field. Well, just think about it. How many thousands, billions of years this planet, just because there's a neighborhood where you are, doesn't mean it didn't used to be a farm. Or if you live back in the South, there might have been a Civil War battle on your farm and you just don't know about it because that was fenced off and now that building got torn down. And so it's just fun to get out and start swinging. I've got out in the middle of just a random field one time just to see what I would find, and I ended up finding a bunch of wheat pennies. So somehow, some way, either a kid dropped them, somebody had them, or something was there. Norm said, "We are all conspiracy Carls." Basically, we are at this point. We're all kind of thinking, what are they doing? What are they trying to do? You see, Mac was saying, controlling the most prominent person, Biden, in your country like a puppet is really a brilliant idea. But the biggest problem is if you do this with a broken puppet, it won't get you anywhere. That's true. Biden basically, especially if you watched his speech the other day, it was like it started off well, and then one of the strings broke on the puppet, and he's leaning on the podium like rambling. Somebody should have reached it there with, we got to walk him out of here. This new program that I'm using, I've had it before. I've used it before, but I didn't tie it into so many stuff. So I'm hoping it's going out like we were earlier. The liberals are trying to control us with COVID-19 is really sick and disgusting. That I believe too. I actually had that conversation at the dentist office today because we were talking about UK is dropping the COVID stuff. Today, Ireland, I don't know if you guys saw, Ireland was dropping the COVID and getting rid of COVID passports. That's not going to happen. So a lot of people around the world are kind of going, oh, we're done. But see, I think they want to still control us a little bit over here with it. Sorry you're late. It's okay. Anybody's welcome at any point. We just get over here and ramble. Eat noodles and ramble. By the way, let me have some more of those, of the pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice. Well, hello, everyone. Glad you're here. These are really good. I don't know if they have this. I can't remember. Dragon says, I'm an artist and I'm really fed up. Mexico is sending out free ivermectin to their people. It's screwed up. Yeah, I know. I was down in Mexico working a cruise ship, and there was a line out the drugstore. And that's what they said, that people were lined up getting their drugs down there. Mm-hmm. Mix them spicy pumpkin. Could be onto something. Could be onto something. Put a little sriracha sauce on this. I just dropped some noodles on the floor. The dog is going to get a treat. Hi, wife and I had COVID. Colorado will not give it. Doesn't work, they say. BS. No, it's total BS. How many doctors have you seen? You know, we're all sort of the same basic team in here. We all know when you've watched other shows, how many doctors on Laura Ingraham have been like, no, it works. No, I gave it. You know, how many guys know that Joe Rogan and got it, took all that stuff, got well? He talks about how many celebrities have called him, hey, does it really work? Yeah. There's a lot more to this COVID stuff than they let us know. There's a reason they want everybody vaccinated. Everybody. Now they want the kids vaccinated. We need everybody. Why hasn't that ever happened before? Was polio came out? Everybody must be vaccinated. When they had the swine flu and that was killing people, was that we must get vaccinated? No. H1N1, the bird flu. Did you ever hear everybody, man, woman, and child all around the world must be vaccinated? No, something is going on. That's not just conspiracy theory, Carl. There's really, you guys know that. It's creepy. Yes, it's creepy that they want How many doctors tell you most children are okay? If they catch it, they're okay. But let's get over it. We got to give her. It's control, plain and simple. That's right. It's a money grab. Somebody's making money. Government's making money. They were able to control the vote, whether they want to talk about it or not. Mail-in voting, the highest it's ever been. And now they want to, make voting. We need better voting rights. We need to make it easier to cheat. Okay. All right. I got you. 2022, I'm switching to the hot and spicy. 2022 is going to be a wild wake-up call for a lot of people when the red wave, hits. Because everybody, you see people now, they're like, man, I might have made a mistake voting for Biden. Yeah, you did. And people are like, look at the polls. They're not even, I've never been polled. Have you ever been polled? But now the polls are like, he's got a 20-something%. That's the people they normally poll. That's the people that normally like, we love Biden. And they're like, well, I don't know if I really like him. Well, Netflix lost $50 billion. Their stock tanked. I heard that today that Netflix and a couple other companies had taken big, giant hits. I'm 71 and was standing in line to show an ID to vote. Well, perfect. That's what you got to show an ID to cash a check. You got to show an ID to buy beer. You got to show, and you can't show an ID to vote for who's going to run your country, tell you how to live your life. You know that's cheating. Obvious common sense. If they say you don't need an ID to vote, that's because they want to cheat. That's all it is. And why are they allowing illegal aliens to vote? People that have been here less than 8 months are going to be able to vote. Ooh. In the state, you have to show your driver's license as an ID. Okay. It's an ID. Maybe people don't drive, but they still have identification. Like I lost my driver's license, and to get on an airplane, because you have to have ID, I lost my driver's license, and I used my concealed carry license, my license to carry a gun. I used that to get on an airplane. So an ID is an ID. As long as it's a federally issued or maybe even state issued, I'm not sure the exact law, but as long as it is a verified ID, what does it matter that you go, yeah, I'm Bob Johnson and I'm here to vote? Then they look at a sheet of paper. Okay, Bob Johnson, there you are, scratched off, go vote. How easy is that? Other than that, it's cheating. I came from communist Europe, and when the left wants to federalize our voting system, the USSR has that. Those who count the votes. Yeah, they just said, Biden said that again the other day. He actually said that. Counting the votes. That's right. They want their people, the federal people, counting the votes. They don't want each state going, nope, our state doesn't want that. Federalized voting. This country was not a federalized. We are the states, United States of America. And that's what I always loved about before. If you didn't like California, go live in Texas because they live a different way. If you didn't like Texas, live in Louisiana because maybe their tax laws are different, or maybe their school systems you like a little better. But when you federalize everything and they tell you this is what you're going to have to learn, this is what you have to live, that's no way to live. That is not America. I'm happy I live in Southeast Florida and have DeSantis as my governor. DeSantis is good. I have to admit. I like him a lot. $806. Can you address my question, please? I'm sorry if I missed it. Can you will you post it again? Is it Jay Hurst 69? If I missed it, repost it because this stuff scrolls really quick. And if I go back and start scrolling, it screws with the picture. Because like right now, I'm watching you guys and I see half of what I'm actually going out to you. So normally I can see the whole thing. Max says, bingo, you nailed it. Yeah, they want to federalize everything. The other thing that has me worried now, I wish I had my tinfoil hat, is them wanting to get rid of paper money. I read a thing when now that the feds are looking into using the more cryptocurrency, which I don't understand because we already have digital currency. All of our digital money now, you make a direct deposit to your bank, you pay your bills online, that money goes through the internet to that bank or goes to that store. That's all, but it's still your money. You get paid and you put it in your bank account. But if they want to do digital currency and get rid of money, I mean, not digital, crypto, then they can track your money. They could actually turn off your bank account. That's what I've heard. And I don't want federalized all one currency. They know exactly what you have, how much you have. I don't like that at all. Oh, hell no, the digital currency replacing printed money. No, I totally agree. I think money should be like each country. That's one of the things I love when I travel. You know, like, hey, can I get some of this? I need $20 in Vietnamese dong and whatever. That's kind of, but when you've got a world currency, then you got world government controlling world banking. And what do? They'll always, in the end. Let's see. We'll go to the rainbow currency. Get rid of the Federal Reserve. I agree. Let me see if I missed. If they stole the election in 2020, that makes us think they won't. What makes us think they won't steal it again? Let me get that back to that. Oh, come on now. I just. How do I get that back? How do I get that back? I just started to read you, and I can't find your. Damn, but I think I agree with you with us about the election. If if things are stolen before in 2020, they're going to do it again. And if they said it wasn't stolen, but they're saying it possibly could be stolen in 2022, I think they're doing that to kind of make it look like, because they know they're going to lose. The Democrats know for a fact they are going to lose in 2022. So I think this is their preemptive. This is a possibility that this could be stolen in 2022. Yeah, but you said that it was the most secure election ever in 2020. Why is it not secure now? Well, we need the voting rights. What? That makes it even less secure. So this is all completely screwed up. And it's word salad that people get confused. Other people are like, well, I heard this. Well, I heard that. Well, they said this. Yeah, but I heard that. But if they mean this, well, that's not what they said. Yeah, but if that's what it means, do you see what I'm saying? It's completely circular, screwed up word salad. There is no theft on the left, only equity. Yeah, I hate equity. I hate that. Equity. I'm not even big on equality. And let me back that up and say how this. I believe people should be treated equally. We all like this, you know, we're all created in God's eyes. But some people are taller, some people are shorter, some people are faster, some people are slower, whatever. We're all different. So we all have a chance to do well, but it doesn't mean we have and deserve the same place in life, the same outcome, the same equity, because that's just communist talk for like, hey, you tried, here's half of that other guy's stuff. You see what I'm saying? So I just get told tired of like, it's like when little kids go, that's not fair. That's not fair. Well, life's not fair. That's kids need to start learning this stuff, you know? One of the things that I go back to talking about kids, I was talking to this to somebody today. We have forgotten that raising a kid is trying to create a good adult with each step of the way, 2, 4, 6, 8. Each one of those is a step toward adulthood, and it should be raised as that way. Like if you're 6 years old, now your chore is to clean your room. You're 8 years old, now your chores are to rake the yard so you're part of the family now. Now you're 11, 12, now you cut the grass and that you wash the car, and those are your chores. Did you do your homework? Not just to let them be a child. They're only a child for so long. And then one day they don't understand why they have rules and regulations and they can't get along at work because they've never had any chores that they had to do. They never had any responsibility. Each step of a child's life is raising them to be a good adult. And I think that's just been totally lost in this society. No, you have to work for it. That's right. You have to work. I totally agree. They will do it again. This is how communists work. I know I used to be one. They are slick as hell. Ideologically, it moved too fast. I'm sorry, but I got your point there. If they cheated, they will do it again. That's how communists. I know. Oh, there it is. It popped it. How did you control the freedom? This is very dangerous. Yeah, I agree. Totally dangerous. The more people move here, the more seats we'll have. It's a win-win. Are you talking about Colorado or Texas? Chores. They have no idea. Oh, that's true. Most kids today have no idea what chores are. I mean, I had chores forever. It was what you got to do this. Help your brother's going to cut the grass. You get all the cut grass, but put it in a bag. That's your chore today. Here's your $5 for the week or whatever. Florida. That's okay. Yeah, so we all had chores. Mom made dinner. You cleaned the table. My sister would do the dishes because when we were younger, every house didn't have a dishwasher. You actually washed dishes and you racked them. So clean the table. Sister helped. Mom washed it. We all had family things to do. Now what? I used to teach paramedic for years and refused to anyone. These kids today lost their damn minds. 18 to 25, a lot of them are loony. I agree. I remember becoming an adult, and as weird as this sounds, it used to be you had to be a kid. $5 you got paid, lucky sucker. Yeah, well, I had an allowance for doing my chores. But what I say, I remember when I was younger, you turned 18. That was your legal age. You were an adult at 18 in Texas, and you were allowed to go drink. It's 21 now, but it was 18. And I remember turning 18 and getting dressed up so I could go have a cocktail, an adult cocktail, because I always watched those movies with Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra and all the guys. Those old movies, people were in suits having cocktails at a lounge, and there was that rite of passage that you didn't just dress like you were out in the field playing baseball and go to the bar. You actually got dressed up. I'm going out tonight. And if you look at it now, you could go to a bar and you can't tell the difference between a 35-year-old and a 15-year-old. They both have shorts. They both have graphic tees. They both have baseball. And I got a baseball cap on, but you know what I'm saying? There's no look. There's no, that's an adult. That's a child. It's weird. We shoveled sidewalks, delivered papers, mowed lawns. That's right. We did all that stuff. That was one I missed here. I had a chart for my chores. My allowance reflected the chores I did. Yep, exactly. I've seen those charts. Did you ever see Steve Mnuchin do before Trump made him Secretary of the Treasury? He was a movie director. No, I did not know that. I actually did not know that. Yeah, skinny jeans. That's the other thing. Skinny jeans, doesn't matter if you're 12 or 60. You've got your skinny jeans. Magna, we're reaching the critical part of the movie. I agree. We're at a part right now. I don't know if you guys listen. I'm a big Matt Walsh fan. Matt was talking about this is the turning point right now. We've actually hit the point where we've got to decide one way or the other. How are we going to run this country? Are we going to try to completely get it back with sanity, or just let it go to where it's going, where, hey, I'm a turnip. Okay, good for you. You're a turnip. Rip, quiet. Damn, dog. Damn it. I got to run on a call for work. We love you, Steve. See you on the gab. Night, everyone. Thanks, Mac. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. Man, we've been doing this for 45 minutes. This is awesome. I love chatting with you guys. Noodle chat, by the way. The people that are new are coming in. Pumpkin. We're doing pumpkin. And we're doing hot and spicy noodles. My dog barking because your dog's barking. Rip, you're making other dogs bark. It was do your chores or do as you're told and get your butt whooped. Yep. Butt whoopings are missed a lot today. I don't know if I've told this before. My son was probably 5 or 6 at the time. And we had driven a friend to the airport. And I said, tell him bye. And he was like, no. I go, say bye. I go, say bye, or you're going to get a whipping when we get home. Didn't say bye. We get home. We get in the house. I go to the bathroom. I'll meet you in the bathroom. He's in the bathroom. He's all like, Okay, I go, do you know why you're about to get a whipping? And he goes, no. And I go, do you know why you're about to get 2 whippings? And he goes, because I didn't tell you why the first time. And I said, yes. He got 2 whippings. And I'm a man of my word. That's what I've always been that way with my kid. Like if I say something, I mean it. If I say go to your room when he was little, go to your room and don't come out till I come get you, he doesn't get out. If he got out, I put him back in. He doesn't get out. So many parents now are like, 10 minutes later, they'll come out. Well, did you learn your lesson? No, you didn't keep your word. They didn't learn shit. They have to know exactly what the rules are. One of the times my kid was acting up and I said, look, if you don't go to bed right now, this is when I lived in California. I go, if you don't go to bed right now, right this minute, we are not going to Disneyland in the morning. I had tickets. We were ready to go. He did not go to bed. We did not go to Disneyland. He cried all day. You know what? He learned his lesson. I still used the tickets the next weekend, but he didn't go to Disneyland. People just give up too early. They're like, well, it affects me. It affects the whole family. It affects society. That's what it does. It affects society. Everybody will learn their lesson. Other kids will go, damn it, next time Dad says it, you better do it because I want to go to Disneyland. Rules. The tensions we build within the country until it erupts. My father whooped my ass if I talked back, and I'm thankful he did now. Me too. I constantly got an ass whooping. I was a good kid, but I was a problem kid because I was always creative and trying to find different ways to do things. But my dad was a butt whipper. We're seeing it before. Yeah, we definitely are seeing it now. Rip, stop. Crazy ass dog. I love that dog. You guys know Rip if you haven't. He's a goofy little Shih Tzu, which is we knew he was a Shih Tzu. We just thought he was young, but we got him. he's very small. He's kind of like a toy. He's about less than half the size of a regular Shih Tzu. So he's a pretty cute little dog, but damn, he's a handful. Oh, good. He stops. See how nice and quiet the house can be when the dog isn't. I wish I knew how much sodium I've had right now. I have no idea, but my ears in the past 5 minutes have really started to ring. My blood pressure will be through the roof with all this. He probably senses a liberal nearby. It's funny you say that because he does bark when I do Liberal Larry. I go down to the basement to record videos, and when he hears Larry's voice really loud, he'll start barking sometime. See? Rip! Stop! Crazy ass dog. Well, guys, I've had fun. I've had a blast. Hey, brother, got to get back to work. And I'm thinking the same thing here. This dog has been starting to get really loud and annoying. I got to go take care of that. But he's a good dog. So, guys, thanks for joining us tonight on Noodle Chat. I need to do this more often, but I started doing keto a couple years ago, and noodles were totally not keto. I lost over 30 pounds doing keto, gained 15 of it back, tried to lose it again. That's why I went back on keto. But I think if I just randomly did one of these, say, I don't know, maybe once a month or something, just did a Noodle Chat once a month. I love doing this, eating noodles, talking current events, sharing ideas. I love this. Ringing ears equals high blood pressure. Take it from the RN. That's what I was afraid of. That's exactly, because all of a sudden I got this. Take care, brother. We will win. MAGA, I hope you're right. I sure hope you're right. Like your metal detecting also, we do, but haven't got out much. Get out as much as you can. I try to get out. I was trying to get out as often as I could. Usually, sometimes at least once or twice a week, but it's gotten hard, especially during winter. And I just got a new metal detector. I got the Garrett Apex, and I'm trying to learn it now. So it's kind of difficult, but I think I'm going to get it. But anyway, love you guys. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for having a chat with me. This is something I love doing. I love the sharing of ideas like this. I absolutely freaking love it. So anyway, check out the pumpkin noodles if you like pumpkin. This is really good. Seriously, it's very, very delicious. This is my favorite brand. I told you guys earlier. Favorite brand, hot and spicy. I keep these in the closet cabinet back there constantly because I love these things. So anyway, Alka-Seltzer apple cider vinegar. I've got apple cider vinegar in the refrigerator because I do a shot of that every morning. It's supposed to help with weight loss. Like you meant. All right, guys. Thanks for dropping by. I'm so glad I got to see you tonight. Take care. God bless. God bless America, and make America great again. All right. Till next time. I'll see you guys. Take care.